guys, I thought I'd just do this this video because I am a brand new Lord of the Rings online player. Never played it. Never played it before since about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Quick overview of my thoughts of the game would be that it is way more in depth than I originally thought. I really enjoy playing it so far, but that may be because I'm a little bit biased to Middle Earth and all of the lore, and I'm a massive Tolkien fan, a massive Lord of the Rings fan, so that obviously helps, which I'm sure this game plays on a little bit. But I personally think this game is brilliant so far. So let's just go ahead and enter the world. So I've started a level 13 dwarf guardian. So I'll give you a brief overview of my background. I have played World of Warcraft on and off since about 2006. So I'm going to make a lot of World of Warcraft comparisons in this video. Mainly comparisons to classic World of Warcraft, because that's what I mainly played. Play a little bit of Mists of Pandaria, play a little bit of some of the new expansions, but I thought the new expansions were pretty dog shit from like a leveling experience personally. So yeah, going to be doing a lot of comparisons with World of Warcraft in relation to this, which I think a lot of people can relate to, because some people may be bored of World of Warcraft and want to get their hands onto a new MMO, and I think this is a really good place to start. So let's go ahead and enter Middle Earth. Here we are. We're in Middle Earth. So to give you a bit of background, at the moment I am what level I am. I'm level 13, so I'm really low level. I've been playing for about 20 hours. Been fucking around. Haven't been min-maxing anything. Just been enjoying the game really. If you want an idea of where I am near the Blue Mountains. So let's go to the map of Middle Earth. I am up here. You've got Blue Mountains here, you've got Hobbiton there, and then you've got Angmar there, and then you move down to Isengard down there. This map, the map of this game is fucking huge. It is massive. It looks like they've done an amazing job here. An absolutely amazing job of capturing Middle Earth. Look how big this game is. Mordor, Rivanion, Rohan, Gondor, Eriador. You've got everything, and then when you punch into them, it's got everything on it. Edoras, Helm's Deep, Gondor, you've got flipping, where is it? Minas Tirith, Esquiliath, Caer Andros. It looks like they've done a fucking amazing job here, guys. But again, I've only explored a very small part of the world. First thing that I would like to talk about is the graphics. So graphics in this game, as you can see, I personally think they're cool as fuck. You can have a little look at my character there. So I've got everything on ultra, pretty much ultra high, because luckily my PC can run it, and to be fair, most PCs these days will be able to run a pretty high setting on this game. So I mean, I think the art style is awesome. I think it's better than classic WoW. I think it's way more detailed. Oh, another player there. So I don't know what you guys think. I mean, you can see the water down there. I will try actually saying that. One of the things that really impressed me about this game was the water graphics. So guys, yeah, there is an example of the water graphics. Up down there is Thorin's Hall and Thorin's Gate, and I've come a little further down the valley to quest, but I think you guys would agree that looks really cool. So I mean, overall I am a big fan of the graphics. A lot of detail, very individualistic. Everything's been crafted beautifully. And obviously it's not only about the graphics, it's about the world building. I mean, look at this world. It looks fucking awesome. You've got all of the dwarven architecture. You've got the beautiful landscapes with all the frill and the shrubs and the trees, and I think the player, the character models look really, really cool. Even the horse looks great. I love the world building that I've seen in this game so far. Is really, really, really impressive. Can't really fault it, to be honest, considering this game came out in 2007. Guys, it's worth mentioning that I am playing on one of the legendary servers. The legendary server means that the game, instead of having the max level at 130, which it is on the normal version of the game, it's been scaled down to level 50, so everybody will be on a level playing field. They have to start a new character, and then they will release the expansions as they go on. I don't know a lot about the expansions, but I believe that they release them as the lore goes. So like they'll do Helm's Deep, and then they'll release, like, I guess they'll release Minas Tirith, and I think they release Moria and stuff like that, so they release it in parts dependent on significant events in the Tolkien universe, which I think is fucking brilliant, as this game has been praised for being really lore accurate, which is why so many people still love this game and have been playing for a very, very long time. It's an ode to the fans, and again, I'm such a massive Lord of the Rings and Tolkien fan that this game kind of ticks a lot of boxes for me. Questing is pretty standard, really. It's as you'd expect in any MMO. You've got your quest tracker up here, and then, oh my god, what was that? God knows what that was. And then you can have a look on your quest tracker, and you've got, you know, what level the quest is. My god, what is happening here? Wow. Okay, let's help this dude. Oh my god, it's a ring wraith! Shit! Oh, he's going after somebody else now. They are the Nazgul, neither living nor dead. Flipping heck. Oh, leading him into the wave! Oh my god, he got one shot. Flipping it. Okay. So yeah, so guys, questing is very standard to most MMOs. Press M on your map. Now, I just mentioned on a side note here, the map looks a bit shit. I think you'll agree. It looks a little bit pixelated on here, and like a little bit, it's definitely showing its age, but hey, that's just a small critique and a small thing. It doesn't take away from the magic of the game, to be fair. So yeah, so on your map you can see the little ring icons which show you where you have to go for the to complete the quest. I've actually been turning quest tracker off, which forces me to read the quest text, which I personally think gives me a more immersive experience, and I can discover things that I wouldn't usually discover, because I'm not just, you know, I'm not just min-maxing the game, which again I don't like to do. This game has been praised by a lot of people for being all about the journey, the leveling journey, and not getting to end game as fast as possible and grinding that. Because for me, when I was first starting out playing MMOs, it was all about the leveling experience. It was all about the journey, not about the destination, and I think this game so far seems to nail that. Let's talk about the difficulty of the game. So I will put up a little explanation, or a little thing on my video to show you what the different difficulties are like that you can pick on the game. So this is really cool, I think. So you can choose from different difficulties. I think they go adventurous, daring, fearless, then heroic, I believe, and then the plus means how many people can earn heroic tokens. What they are, I'm going to be honest, I have no fucking idea at the moment, but it lets you increase the difficulty of the game so that when you're questing and when you're killing enemies, it will make it more challenging rather than fucking one-hitting everything. And again, this goes back to getting to the end of the game as fast as possible. Let's one-hit everything, let's min-max it, let's get to the end. But no, you can have a harder difficulty, and you can it will really test your skills. At the moment, I am playing on difficulty 2, Daring. So you get 15% experience gain on monster kills and 3% virtue XP. I'll talk about that in a second, because that is something that I don't quite understand yet, but I'll bring it up on the screen in a bit. So yeah, so you get rewarded, and I think you can get different titles as well for completing the whole game on a certain difficulty, which I personally think is really cool. It gives a bit of an edge to the game, and if somebody's been playing the game for a really long time and they want a challenge, then they're going to go for a harder difficulty. They're going to think, oh right, I've completed my whatever my main character is, I'm going to start another character, I'm going to try on a harder difficulty. Or even, it's brilliant if you're playing with more than one person and you want to go on a harder difficulty. You might be playing with another person and you think, oh, this is so easy, so boring, let's have a real challenge, and it will just give an extra edge to the game, which I personally think that's a really, really brilliant idea, and I love it. Let's go into some of the finer details of the game. So you got the traits panel, which is essentially, if I'm comparing it to World of Warcraft, it's like your talents. I've just realised I'm an absolute fucking numpty and I haven't spent 4 of my points because I'm that much of a noob. But you can choose which skill tree you want to go. I love skill trees, I think they're so cool, and obviously World of Warcraft Classic had this, I think it's brilliant. So you can choose which tree you want. Some of these will be, so I guess you got this one that I picked is like the DPS tree. Defender is for, so it tells you, so it uses mitigations, defense to protect allies, so that's if you're tanking, I guess. This one uses bleeds and high damage attacks to defeat foes, so that will be DPS. So in my book, or my experience, that's the one I want to do for quick leveling. And the Fire Set of Shadow uses light damage and two-handed tanking in combat. I don't really know what that one means, but yeah, you've got 3 skill trees to pick from. Looks like you can re-specialise at any time. I don't think that costs anything, I might be wrong. So you've got those. Now here's another edge to the game which gives it depth, but I really need to watch a video on this because I do not understand it. You've got 3 slots, virtue slots up here. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what I do with them. But you earn virtue XP, I guess, by doing quests and by killing monsters, and you can earn certain virtue XP. So you can pick which one you want to earn. So look, when I click on them, they say earning, and they give you different kind of buffs to your character. So determination, for example, your determination is one of your many. So +3 agility, 7 physical mastery rating, 5 critical rating. The one that I've got at the moment is called confidence. So 34 critical rating, 23 finesse rating, 15 evade rating. And you get passive bonus as well. Look, 3 physical mastery rating, 3 tactical mastery rating. So you've got all of these different virtues, and oh my god, right. So, can't believe I just found this out on the video that I'm recording for YouTube. So you right click on it to add it, I guess you add it to your virtue slot, and then you can start using the bonuses that it gives you. So for example, I've got a little bit in determination. So if I make, I see. So you can only put it in your virtue slot when you have upgraded it enough. So I can have a look at these, check what I want. Maybe I want fortitude. So your struggles have built you in tremendous fortitude, maximum morale, critical defense. So that's great for being hardy and strong. So maybe I want to start earning on that one. And when I do quests and when I kill enemies, I will earn the virtue XP. And obviously from having it on my difficulty 2 daring as well, that's going to earn me more virtue XP, and that's going to help progress towards that. So I've never seen anything like that in an MMO before. Not that I've played loads. But I just think that's really cool. It gives the game a different edge. I think that's brilliant. Core, let's talk about music in the game. You can hear the music now. I'm going to turn this up for you guys. I'm going to try and turn everything else down but music. So, yeah, I mean, the music is awesome. It is actually amazing. It is on par. I mean, I personally think classic World of Warcraft music is brilliant as well. It's on par with that. I think it's 100% on par with that. I think it sounds brilliant. It really adds to the overall feel of the game. I'm sure there were some copyright issues to do with this, but I personally would have loved some of the original Lord of the Rings music in this game, but I guess there's copyright things and reasons why they can't do that. So that's cool. Let me show you guys what it's like in combat when you're fighting an enemy, so you guys can see what it's like. Oh, here we go. There we go. So I pulled an enemy there. My defense, bleed him, shield bash. It's level 9 enemies, so it's really easy for me to kill. I like the combat. I personally think that World of Warcraft Classic does a better job aesthetically, because in World of Warcraft Classic, when you use a skill, it's really, I don't know if it's exaggerated, but it's really you know what skill you're using without even looking at which one you're doing. But whereas on this game, I find that all the skills you use are kind of melded into one. You've got a lot of skills here that I don't really understand why they're added, and they seem a bit like they're added just to be a gimmick. But you've got other skills which are great. I've got a skill here which is a bleed skill. Brilliant. Damage over time. I've got like a little defense buff which I can use. Strengthens defenses briefly. I've got shield bash. The combat is good, but so far personally I prefer the combat on World of Warcraft Classic, but that is just me. It's good, it's still enjoyable, I like it, and again, having it on a harder difficulty when you're fighting enemies around the same level as you, it's challenging. It's definitely challenging. Guys, one of the last things that I would like to talk about is subscription fees. So on this game, I believe you need to subscribe if you want to unlock certain content, and if you want to unlock certain quality of life upgrades, and if you want to play the legendary servers, you've got to subscribe as well. I personally love the idea of the legendary servers, hence why I've paid a bit of money towards them. And you are supporting kind of like an independent game studio. You're supporting their work, and they should be paid for the great work that they do. And they're constantly running an online game. They're putting in the effort to update it. They're putting in the effort to fix bugs. They're putting in the effort to create more expansions and more content. So why would I not pay a little bit of money towards that? The price, so this is in England, it's £8.99 a month. It's pretty fair. It's about what you would pay for World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a little bit more expensive, I think, if you want to pay for that. So I personally think that's quite a fair price for the amount of content that you get in this game. It is more than a fair price, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, if you want to subscribe to these guys, I would personally do it. You won't be disappointed. Go on the legendary server. Oh, whilst I'm talking, I'm being attacked by a wolf. Yeah, guys, go on the legendary server. You know, start at a lower level. You find loads of people in the... Not loads, but you'll find a decent amount of people in the leveling areas which you can quest with. I've already quested with a couple of guys, which is really fun. And it will just make... I think rather than seeing everybody at max level running around and you thinking, how the hell am I ever going to get there? It's going to take me hours and hours and hours, or thousands of hours to get there. You're all on a level playing field, so it's just like the game's just come out, which is what I love about these servers. Guys, the big question here: do I think this game is better than World of Warcraft Classic? And bearing in mind, I have played World of Warcraft Classic for hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and I've only played this game for about 20 hours. Do I think it's better? Yes. I think this game is better, personally. However, this game has been out since 2007, and it's been moulded into what it is now, whereas World of Warcraft Classic is a early version of the game. So there's two big differences there. This game has had a long time to perfect itself. World of Warcraft Classic is, people play it for nostalgia, but it's you know, it's a bit rough around the edges, which we accept. Personally, I prefer Lord of the Rings Online. A, because I love Lord of the Rings and Middle-earth and Tolkien. B, because I think that Lord of the Rings Online does a much better job in regards to the leveling experience and making the leveling experience fun and making it worth playing through and not making you want to get through to the end game straight away. You know, when you guys think about World of Warcraft, what are the quests like? I mean, it's go here, kill this, collect this, talk to this person, repeat. That's all the quests are. There's nothing very imaginative around them, bar the odd quest or two. There's nothing imaginative about the quests there. They are so boring. This game does a little bit of a better job, I personally think. You'll see a video on my channel where me and my partner were questing in the Shire, and we were two chickens, and you transform into a chicken and you have to run around the Shire warning the different animals about the trouble with wolves, and you got to dodge all of the animals around there, and you've got skill where you can play dead. I'll put a little bit of footage on the screen now to show you that.
You do travel a lot quicker on this game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. It's play dead, play dead. Press 3, press 3.
3?
Yeah. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just two dead chickens. Nothing to see here. That's it. You walk on by.
Go now.
Hang on. Again, do I think Lord of the Rings Online is better than World of Warcraft? Yes. Personally, yes, I do. I've only played it for a short time, but I am really, really impressed so far. I personally wouldn't go back to World of Warcraft Classic, but then again, I don't have the time to do it. If I was going back to World of Warcraft Classic, I would do it to raid, because I really like raiding, but I haven't got the time to set, you know, 6 hours, maybe more of my week aside to raiding, to turning up, to farming all the consumables. I'd rather play a really immersive MMO that I can just pick up at any time. I can jump back in, I can keep questing, whether I play for 20 minutes or whether I play for 3 hours. I still feel like I've really enjoyed that game, and I find that I am really getting that with Lord of the Rings Online at the moment. So if you guys haven't tried it, I definitely give it a go. Give the free version a go first, maybe, and then see how you go from there. If you guys enjoyed this video, I have got it's quite a new channel that I've got, so please do hit that like button, please subscribe, Be massively appreciative if you could. And guys, if you agree with me that you think this game is better than World of Warcraft, whether you played it or not, let me know. If you disagree with me, also let me know, because you might have different thoughts than me, and that's cool. I still think World of Warcraft is a brilliant game. World of Warcraft Classic, I personally think, is a great game. Maybe again I'm blinded by nostalgia because I love playing it so much as a kid, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.